Hello and welcome to the Startup Booster program. Here is Elena Varnavska, an expert in psychology of excellence. So let me just introduce you to the webinar rules. You can see them on the slide. So the first rule is please do not talk on Google Hangout simultaneously with the presenter. Just mute your microphone to avoid any interference. If you have any questions, please use the comment section directly under YouTube video or post your questions and answer on Facebook directly under the current webinar event. Depending upon the topic and timeline of the webinar, we will definitely answer your questions in the appropriate section of the webinar. Please do not write any personal data like links, ads, or obscenity in the comments. Should you violate these webinar rules, we will eject you from Google Hangout. These rules apply to all Startup Booster webinars. Thank you very much for your understanding. Hi there, once again, welcome to the Startup Booster program. Today we are having session 1, the big why. And before we continue, please let me know if you can hear me well. Please put a plus sign in the comments field if the sound is really good for you. I'm just waiting for your feedback so that everyone can hear me properly. And I'm getting some feedback from Daria and a couple of more people. So everything looks great and we can get started. So once again, my name is Elena Varnavska. I'm an expert in psychology of excellence. And together with my colleague Daria Yegorina, who is an expert on marketing and sales, we have developed the Startup Booster program for you. While I'll be presenting at the webinar, Daria will be moderating the chat and your questions and answers. So what you will learn in the Startup Booster program? Just let me give you a quick overview. So you will learn how to launch your business from scratch, how to market and sell your products and services, and how to build and manage an international company. We will cover both psychological and business aspects to help you launch a successful business or bring your existing business to the next level. And here is an overview of the Startup Booster program. In the course of the program, we will discuss typical challenges of the startup entrepreneurs and find the solutions to these challenges. We will also talk about how to choose the right business. We will work on developing your business vision and business strategy. Together, we will work on developing your value proposition and a great business plan. You will learn how to market your products and services. You will also find out how to create a sales funnel. You will learn how to build a team and how to lead your team and an international business. Finally, we will focus on boosting your productivity and getting things done. Let's communicate. All our webinars are built in a very interactive way, so we encourage you to communicate with us. Just ask questions, participate in the exercises and discussions. We have also designed the program in a very flexible way, so we would like to include the hot questions and challenges you have into the webinar sessions. And those of you who have joined us from the very first sessions will have the unfair advantage of molding the Startup Booster program. Last Saturday, we had over 50 participants in the introduction webinar, and it turned out that not everyone actually finds it easy to communicate via Google Hangout Q&A session or via YouTube Q&A session. So we are currently looking for an easy way to communicate with all of you. And for this webinar, we would like to offer 2 very simple options. The first option is you can either post your comments and questions in the comments field on YouTube just directly under this video broadcast. The second option is you can write them on Facebook directly in the Webinar 1 event. You can also check out these links. I have already posted this information today, earlier during the midday, so I hope you got the links earlier, or you can just type them now and write your comments and questions via these links. By the way, I have some experience with YouTube, and it turns out that YouTube broadcast kind of lags a little bit behind, sometimes up to 2 minutes. Therefore, we will wait for your answers and questions a little bit, and maybe later on Daria will just jump in and comment on things and summarize your questions. So, before we start with the first practical session, let's get acquainted. And the first question is, from which country are you? Please write in the comments on YouTube or Facebook. So, do we have any answers, Daria?
Yeah, hi, that is here. So, hi everyone. We have people from Germany, we have people from Ireland, we have people from Romania and India today.
Oh, great. We are really international today. Thank you very much. So, let me get down to the next question. Who of you has already started his or her own business? Please type 1 in the comments. So whatever you feel is better for you, just use the YouTube comment section or the Facebook link. Please type 1 in the comment section if you have already started your own business.
Hi, that is here. So we have a mixture of here. Yes, some people have started, some people haven't. So we have, let us say, 50-50 today.
Okay, thank you. Great. That makes my second question obsolete. Actually, I wanted to ask you who of you wants to launch his or her own business. So now we've got the answer already. And let me move on. For this session, you will need a pen, 3 to 5 sheets of white paper to write on, and colored post-its for the exercises. So in order to launch a successful business, you need to know your big why. Why would you like to launch this business? Please put a plus in the comment section if you know your big why already. Just put a plus either on YouTube under this video broadcast or on Facebook under this event.
Yeah, so I just want to tell you that we have a couple of pluses already, so people know pretty much.
Great. My next question is, maybe some of you would like to share with us your big why. So what's the main reason? What's your big why?
I think people are being shy a little bit, so come on guys, we're gonna wait maybe like another 20 seconds for somebody to come up with the reply, okay?
Yes, of course, I understand it can be also confidential, so people might just not want to share these ideas. In the meanwhile, let me proceed. So your big why should be directed towards the people you love. So this is the secret of your big why. And as human beings, we will always do more for those whom we simply love. Here on the screen, you can see my big why. So I am actually doing all my businesses for the sake of my family, for the sake of my daughter, so that she has everything and that we have a happy family life. So this is basically my big why. Maybe someone has already shared his or her big why.
Unfortunately, nothing so far.
Okay, the people are being shy. So this is the secret. And now let's compare 3 big why statements. So please compare them and tell me which of them do you think is not very effective when motivating people to reach success in business. Is it number 1, number 2, or number 3? So let me read them. I'd like to launch my own business to earn a lot of money. This is the first big why. The second is, I'd like to launch my own business to support my family, to buy a big house for them, and to pay for my kids' education. And the third one is, I'd like to launch my own business to help build hospitals for poor people. So here is the question one more time. Which of these 3 statements, which are supposed to be big why statements, is not very effective when motivating people to reach success in business? Write your opinion, use the comment section either on YouTube or on Facebook, and we are just waiting for your replies, for your thoughts. Okay, how does it look like? Let me repeat the question one more time. Which of these three big why statements do you think is not very effective when motivating people to reach success in business? Or do you think maybe all of them are very effective when motivating you to reach success in business?
Hi, Darius here. So I see here the reply that the second one seems to be motivating.
Okay, the very big motivator, yeah, the biggest one. Thank you. Thank you very much. So indeed, the second one and the third one are very motivating big whys. However, the first big why statement, the why just for the sake of money, doesn't work. It's not motivating. You need the money to support the people you love, the community, and so on and so forth. The first statement is not really a big why statement. And if you wrote it down as your own big why, well, it might be the case. You need to dig deeper and find the real one, because that's not the real one. So in the beginning, I have uncovered the first secret to you, that the big why should be directed towards the people you love. And another secret I'd like to share with you is knowing your big why is not enough to become a successful entrepreneur. And the next step is to put your big why into action by setting your goals, planning, and doing things. I really love this quotation by Paul J. Mayer. If you're not making the progress that you would like to make and are capable of making, it is simply because your goals are not clearly defined. And goals actually drive us to success. So now I have one more question to you. Please write a plus in the comments section if you have a clear life goal stated in a written form. These 2 points are really very important. So it should be a clear life goal and it should be stated in a written form. Just write a plus on Facebook or on YouTube in the comments section. And as the YouTube broadcast lags a little bit behind, let me ask the second question straight ahead. Maybe you would like to share your life goal. Feel free to put it into the comments section. So we're just waiting for your pluses in case you have already got a clear life goal stated in a written form.
Hi, Darius here. Just to summarize that we've got here, that's a pluses and minuses, which I assume that people have this life goal. It's somewhere in the head, but they haven't put it on the paper yet.
Okay, great. Thank you very much for your comments. Thank you for sharing. So let's move on. I would like to uncover a very simple truth to you. Have you ever known that only 3 to 5% of the population set clear goals? That was a rhetorical question, you don't need to answer, but obviously when I'm telling this truth to people, they are really puzzled and surprised because they don't know about it. So many people don't know what they would like to accomplish in their lives. And here you can see the vicious circle of having no goals. If a person has no goals, the person has no plan, and the person has no success results. This goes to inferiority feelings. Well, I can't do it, I'm not sure, well, I'm not good enough. And this leads to being idle and once again to having no goals. So this is the vicious circle of having no goals. As entrepreneurs, we have to know exactly what we want so that we are also able to create a vision for our team and our company. Now we will do an exercise which will help you set your life goals. For this exercise, you will need a clean sheet of paper and a pen. I'll wait a little bit so that you fetch a pen and a couple of sheets of paper. I will also launch some nice music for you. Okay, let's get started with the exercise. Imagine that you are watching a beautiful sunset. Now you are 85 years old and most of your life is behind you. Looking back at your life, you can proudly say that you lived it well. You accomplished a lot. Write down what you reached in these fields: career, mental development, family and community, spiritual world, and financial situation. So these are crucial life fields. I will guide you through this exercise, and we will spend about 2 minutes per one life field. And let us start with the career one. So you had a very successful career. It took you a long way to get there. Just write down what you accomplished in this field. You have about 2 minutes for that. Now let's move on to the second life field, which is mental development, or we can also call it intellectual development. At the age of 85, you're a wise person. Maybe you learned new languages, maybe you mastered new software. You had the whole life for learning, acquiring new skills and competences. So write down, what have you accomplished with respect to your mental development? We have 2 more minutes for that. Now let's move on to the next field, which is family and community. So what about your family? Most likely you have your second half, children, grandchildren at the age of 85. And what did you do for the community? So maybe you organized some charity events for poor kids, or maybe you bought the computers for the community library. Just use your imagination and write down what you think you have accomplished in this life field, family and community, by the age of 85. Now let's move on to the next field, life field, which is your spiritual world. So what about your spiritual development? For example, I personally plan to travel to Himalaya mountains and to master the spiritual learning of the monks who live there. So what spiritual development have you reached by the age of 85? Just think about it and write it down. Finally, let's move on to your financial situation. As entrepreneurs, we're especially interested in the financial success so that we can fulfill our dreams and help our family and other people. How much money do you have at the age of 85? What is the revenue of your company? Just think about it and write it down. Let's round up with this exercise. If you need more time for this exercise, please feel free to do it again after the webinar. We will also send you a webinar replay link so that you can do everything, and maybe you need a quiet setting at home, no time pressure. For some of you, 2 minutes might not be enough to formulate your goals. So I have a question to you now. Was it difficult for you to imagine yourself at the age 85? Please write yes or no in the chat, in the comments field on YouTube or on Facebook. So was it difficult for you to imagine yourself at the age 85? Yes or no?
Hi, Darius here. So I see people saying that it's a bit of tough thing to imagine yourself a little bit older. I mean, in terms of like many years older from now, and they haven't thought about that before.
Thank you, Daria, and thank you very much for your feedback and for your comments. Well, the thing is that although we know that all human beings are mortal, most of us are not aware of it until we get older. Thus, we do not use our time properly. And I really love the quotation by Jim Rohn: "Time is our most valuable asset, yet we tend to waste it, kill it, and spend it rather than invest it. He also said that time management is the best kept secret of the rich. And I'm sure most of you know Steve Jobs and his famous quotation, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life." And this is absolutely true. As entrepreneurs, we want to bring our ideas to light, monetize them, and bring value to people and inspire them. So how can you reach your life goals and bring your ideas to light? Here is a very simple strategy. Make a plan. So you can get closer to your life goal every day by setting goals and planning. Let me show you some nice pictures. So after you have set your life goals, it's time to create a plan. Your life goal plan will include what you want to reach in your life. And the question would be, what do I want to reach in my life? And however, I think it would be too broad to just have a life goal plan. So let's take smaller periods of life, get more concrete by breaking things into smaller steps. It would be great to create a period goal plan for the next 7 years. So what do I want to reach in the next 7 years? And be even more specific in your year plan and month goal plan. What do I want to reach next year and what do I want to reach next month? And of course, what do I want to reach tomorrow? This is your day goal plan. We will do another great exercise in a minute. And for this exercise, you will need colored Post-its, a sheet of white paper, and a pen. Colored Post-its are very important. I already announced it on Facebook and on Google Hangout. So I hope you got the colored Post-its. So the next exercise will help you reach your life goals, and I call it sticking business goals. So remember that we had a career section in the sunset exercise. And if you would like to become an entrepreneur and launch your own business, your career goals automatically turn into your business goals. That's why it is the exercise for your business goals. So let's get down to it. We will go through the exercise together, and you will have about 2 minutes for each section. Here is the task. Define your life business goals, period goals, year and month goals. Write them down on colored Post-its. And please use different colors for each type of goals. Organize your Post-its on your pinboard or whiteboard, or simply put them on a big white sheet of paper. So let me put some nice music for you. Let's start with your life business goals. Please write them down on the colored Post-its using one specific color. Just focus on your life business goals right now. Now let's move on to your period business goals. Please write your business goals for the next 7 years. So we're getting more specific. In the beginning, you wrote your life business goals, which was pretty broad. Now, please focus on your period business goals and write them on post-its of a different color. Okay, great. Now let's move on to your year business goals. We are getting even more specific here. It's a shorter period of life. Please take post-its of a different color and write down your year business goals. Let's say for the year 2015. One more minute for your year business goals, please. Great, I hope you are done with your year business goals. And now let's move on to your month goals. So please write your business goals for March 2015. What would you like to accomplish in March 2015 with respect to your business? What business goals do you have? So let's round up with the Sticking Business Goals exercise. I hope you managed to write all your business goals, starting from your life business goals, through period goals, year goals, and finishing with your month goals. So, what have you accomplished today? I hope that we have helped you find out your big why. We have also shared with you the secret how to put your big why into action by setting your life goals, planning, and doing things. And you worked on your life business goals. So this is what you have accomplished today. And if you need more time for these exercises, please just feel free to do them when you're alone at home and take a look at the webinar replay so that you can concentrate and focus and write everything down. Here are a couple of resources you could use. These are the websites: skillstofund.eu, poweryouridea.blogspot.ie, and vs-excellence.com. There you can also find some free resources. And we have great news for you. We have a free gift for the first 100 people who signed up at www.startupbooster.com. We will share with you a 2-hour video training on how you can launch a startup company. This is basically a crash course on launching your startup. And normally it costs $20, but we are giving it to you as a free gift. You can also get a handout for the webinar if you sign up at www.startupbooster.com. So you can always get free handouts for each session, watch a webinar replay because we will be sending you the link, and get additional information. So what would you like to learn in the next sessions? Please feel free to write your wishes in the chat, in the comments field, especially on YouTube and on Facebook, or send us an email directly to contact@startupbooster.com. We also encourage you to join our Facebook group and write your questions and comments there. You will also get all updates and webinar replay links via Facebook. You can also take part in the discussions and exchange experience with other entrepreneurs. This is our Facebook link, www.facebook.com/startupbooster2015. The only thing we cannot upload on Facebook is a handout, which is actually usually several pages long. Therefore, we really encourage you to register so that we have your email address and then we can send the handout directly to your email address. Please share the webinar replay with your friends and colleagues and those who would like to launch their startup company. It will be very helpful for them.
And see you at the next session of the Startup Booster program. Session 2 will deal with how to choose the right business. It will take place online via YouTube and Google Hangout on Wednesday, February 18th. We will start at 7 o'clock in the evening, GMT+1, which is Berlin time.
Thank you very much for your attention, and let me get back to Daria. Maybe she has some more comments or she would like to tell you some more information.
Hi everybody, so thank you a lot for the session and for being with us today. I don't see any comments so far, and we are welcoming you to the next webinar. Please let us know if you have any questions or comments as usual through our Facebook page or through the email, and we're looking forward to hear from you again.
Thank you, Daria. So have a great weekend and bye-bye.